Hello, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Please ensure to like, share, and subscribe. And also click the bell notification in the top right-hand corner to be made aware anytime I upload tutorials or videos to YouTube. All right, let's craft together. Hey guys, today we are going to be sublimating on a canvas and I'm going to show you some of the prints that I've done so far that have made me fall in love with actually doing DTF on a canvas. This is the first image that I did on canvas. So these are 12 by 12s. And I think I got these from Michael's, but I know Amazon sells them in a bundled set. But these are 12 by 12s. This was the first image that I did, and I created this image in Midjourney. And then I did this one, which is also a 12 by 12, same canvas. Turned out beautiful. And I also created this image inside of Midjourney. And then my favorite one, guys, is this one. This is my favorite one. And I think this is a 16 by 24. I'm not really sure. Doesn't have any number size on it or anything, and I've tore, of course, the wrapper off. But I'm going to be doing another one like this today, or on this size canvas of another image. I created this image in Midjourney, but today I'm going to be using an image that I created in ChatGPT, of a mother and a daughter, which I think is befitting for Mother's Day. So, for this particular project, guys, I'm using my Epson EcoTank 8550. I'm going to be using the 16 by 24 canvas, and I'm using Well Laser DTF film, and I'm also using Well Lacer DTF powder. I'm going to cure it. The DTF powder, I'm going to cure it for about maybe 90 seconds, somewhere around there. You have to find the sweet spot for your particular heat press because not all heat presses are the same. And then we're going to heat press it at 325 for 15 seconds. One of the things I like about doing the DTF on the canvases is that it does not require super high heat. And so therefore your canvases don't end up wilted like they do with sublimation. Okay. So I know I sometimes sublimate on canvases, but going forward, I think I'm gonna do DTF. Now, this particular one, I use the A-Sub film. You can see where I cut it because I have a big roll. But I cut it here so it's not even. But today I'm going to be using Well Acer 13 by 19 so that I can get a straight edge on both sides. So I'll make my image a little bit smaller since my film is 13 by 19. You never want to blow out to the end of your film or make your image the same size as your film because you need room to be able to touch it so that you can apply your powder. So you always want to leave some room. So that's why I'm going to make my image smaller than a 13 by 19. I'm probably going to do like 12 and a half by maybe 17 and a half. That's probably the size I'm going to make it. Okay. So without further ado, let's jump right into CAD Link. Okay. All right, guys, here we are inside CAD Link, and you can see that I have my screen set up for a 13 by 19 for the DTF film. So we're going to go right over to this green check mark, and we're going to locate our image. And hopefully I changed it over to a DTF and not DTF, but PNG. Let's take a looky here. All right, give me 1 second, guys. All right, guys, here we go. We're going to click on the plus sign here, and this is the image that I created in ChatGPT. We're going to wait till this says pending. And when you get that error message that just popped up or alert message that just popped up on our screen, you're going to click on your image, right click it, and select supersize image. You're basically changing the DPI so you can get a better image resolution. So you want to change it from whatever the number was here to 300 and then select OK. And what that's going to do is improve the resolution for us. Now that we have that done, we are going to now size our image for our canvas. All right, so we don't have a lot of excess white space. There's a little bit right there. Let me see if I can crop that little bit out. It's not much, but it is noticeable. So we're going to click on create. And then we're going to come here to the width and height, and we're going to click on this lock to unlock it so that we can put in our sizing. So I'm going to do 12.5 by 17.5, and then we can lock that back. So that'll give me a little bit of room. And then I'm going to come up here and select center at top of page. So when this prints out, it'll give me a little bit of room. Now, one of the things with CAD Link is when you do your initial setup, you automatically have it to mirror your images. So like with sublimation, you have to remember to mirror. You don't have to remember to mirror when you're doing DTF in CAD Link because you've already set that up. So each image that comes in, it's going to be mirrored for you automatically. So at this point, I have my film inside of my Epson Echo Tank 8550. I left myself some room here, and um, all I need to do is just go ahead and click on print. So we're going to go to the print icon, print job, and we're going to click on that, and we're going to get this party started. So let's go to the printer. Across your image right there. So you want to make sure that you put something. So I just have an Amazon cardboard box there, and that's what we're using to keep our image straight when it prints out. So I'm going to let this get close to finish printing, and then we'll take a look at it and we'll go over and apply our DTF powder. All right, guys, we have our image coming out now. You can see that it is coated with the white pigment ink, and that's what you want when you're doing DTF, because the DTF powder is what you're going to place on top of that to cure your image. So I have my heat press over there heating up, and I'm going to be using my heat press to cure this image because it's so large. And so you guys can see that I have very little room to touch this image. So I'm probably going to be starting out over here on this side because I have a little bit more space over here because I made the image 12.5 by 17.5. So I tried to get as much bang for the buck as I could. So once this comes out, we're going to take it and put it into our DTF powder, and we're going to coat it. And you want to try not to stir up that DTF powder too much to where you got those little fine particles in the air, and you want to make sure that you're wearing some gloves. Now, if you have a mask, it's best to wear your mask. I'll show you what the mask look like. So this is the mask, guys, that you should be wearing when you're doing sublimation. I need to put my, you got your filters here on the side. Okay, and I ordered this off of Amazon. And normally when I'm doing epoxy and DTF, I would wear this. It's a little bit hard for you guys to be able to hear me when I'm actually taping everything, but this is the mask that I
highly recommend. And you can get this on Amazon. I will link it in the description for you guys. And you want to make sure you're in a well-ventilated area, guys, when you're doing any type of DTF or sublimation or anything that's involving chemicals. All right, so I'm going to let this finish, and then we will take it over to our DTF powder station. All right, guys, our image is done. So I'm going to go ahead and try to make this as easy on me as possible by going ahead and preparing everything so that when I bring the powder or the image over, I already have my powder and everything good to go. So I'm just going to scoop up this powder into my cup here. And we're going to bring our image over. Okay, just like that. And we're going to go ahead and coat it. And I'm going to just make sure I got that DTF powder all the way over my design here. So let me just coat that one more time. I hear my heat press beeping over there, which means that it is ready. So this time I'm going to go towards the bottom to coat that part. And then we will bring it back towards the top. And you just want to shake off any excess. You guys can see those colors are beautiful. I'm not going to hold it towards the top because I'm limited up here and I don't want to accidentally touch it. So I'm just going to take a look and make sure that I have it evenly coated. And I do. So now I'm going to take this over to the heat press and we're going to cure it. And I'm going to cure it for about 90 seconds. I did one little touch at the very top, so I'm going to put a little bit more powder right there at the very top, and then I'm going straight to the press. Okay. All right, so now we're going to go to the press and go ahead and get this cured. Alright guys, I have my image on my heat press. My heat press is a 16 by 24. I did go back and measure my canvas. My canvas is a 16 by 20. So we are going to, I have my heat press at 380 and I'm going to cure this for about 90 seconds, which is 3 minutes. And to do that, all I'm going to do is just lower my platen, but I'm not going to sit it directly on top of my image. All right, so I just got it lowered, but there's space in between my image and the platen. So I'm just gonna hold it here. Now I do have the kind of heat press that I can loosen this where it doesn't close all the way. I just don't feel like going through all that because then I'll have to tighten it back up just to get it to press. So I'm just gonna hold it and I'll come back once we are cured. All right guys, our image has completed the curing process. Now I can actually touch this without worrying about the ink getting on my fingers. And so we are good to go to now press this onto our canvas. So this is our design. And again, I created this image in ChatGPT, and I think it is absolutely beautiful. I'm not trying to touch it on my heat press. So we're going to lower the temperature on my heat press, and then we're going to be pressing this directly onto our canvas. So give me a chance to lower the temperature on my heat press, and then we're going to get this party started. I've had people to ask me, do I cure my do I add anything to the canvas before I put DTF on it? And the answer is no, I do not. I just take and put the DTF transfer directly onto the canvas. So I don't do any type of coating or anything to the canvas. So I'm lowering this to 325 for 15 seconds. And that's all it's going to take for us to have this beautiful canvas come to life. And I am super stoked about it. All right, so I'm going to let my heat press cool down. I'm going to come back and we're going to go ahead and press the DTF transfer onto the canvas. All right, guys, my heat press is ready. You can see I have my DTF transfer now on my 16 by 20 canvas. And I'm just going to lay a Teflon sheet on top. And then we're going to go ahead and press. Let's go. I'm going to try to get as much covered as I can. All right, here we go. And we're pressing for 15 seconds at 325. Now I said this is a hot peel. With the canvas, I let this cool down before I peel. So I'm going to let it cool down. And then I will come back and we will take a look at the finished picture together. But guys, I can't wait till you guys can see it completely because this is so beautiful. Oh my God. All right, I'm going to let it cool down and then I'm going to come back and we're going to take up the cover sheet here. All right, guys, I think it has cooled down enough to where we can go ahead and take off our top sheet here. Got some tape on the bottom. That's just to help me with holding it in place. All right, here we go. So you always want to start at an edge, you guys, and not in the middle or the bottom, middle, top, or bottom. So you always want to start on the edge. Now look at that. Oh, it turned out so pretty. And all of the transfer is onto the canvas. It turned out so pretty. I hope you guys can see that pretty good. This is a 16 by 20 size canvas. And this is Well-Lacer DTF film and powder. I used a 13 by 19 film, DTF film, and then the Well-Lacer white DTF powder. And even though this one is a hot peel, I always let it cool down when I'm doing the canvases. If it was a t-shirt, I would have just taken it right off. But with the canvases, I want to make sure that my transfer is on there really good. And so I will always do a cold peel on the canvas. Y'all look at those colors. It turned out so pretty. All right. So again, DTF on canvas, all you need is the image of choice and your DTF film and powder. I use CAD Link. I get people to ask me, can you just print from Canva or Cricut Design Space? The answer is no, you cannot. You do have to have a RIP software. CatLink I found is the most cost efficient. I do have a link for my affiliate for CatLink in the description. All you have to do is go to my link tree, and I have it linked there. If you want to purchase CatLink, it is $400. But they do offer, I think it's Shop Pay or Affirm on there if you want to do payments. But yeah, so this is DTF. I just keep rubbing it because it feels so good, y'all. DTF on canvas. All right. And again, I got my canvases. I got these at Michael's. I know I got these for sure at Michael's. I did not order these off of Amazon. I will see if Amazon has them for those that don't have a Michael's, to see if you can actually get the 16 by 20s off of Amazon. But it's the flat canvas, guys. So it's not the ones that have the fabric on them. So anywho, that is it, guys, and that is all. I can't wait to put this up. It turned out absolutely beautiful. So it's gonna blend right along with my other 16 by 20. Which is that one, y'all. That's another one of my favorites. This image I created inside of Midjourney. But anywho, that is it, and that is all, guys. If you do get any wilting on the sides, I highly recommend that you lay this flat and put something on top of it. It will come back together, but it doesn't wilt up like it does with sublimation, because sublimation, you have more higher temperatures and longer press time on your canvases. So that is it, and that is all, y'all. I got me two nice 16 by 20s now, created by compliments of me. And this is what I'm going to be doing on my staycation, y'all. Crafting on my staycation until April 22nd. All right, guys, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. This is DTF on canvas. And if you have any comments, then please chime, or any questions, chime in the comments, and I will try to answer them to the best of my abilities. You guys know that I've had my Epson EcoTank 8550 now for over a month, and I absolutely love it. Okay, again, be safe, use safety precautions when using any type of chemicals, guys. Make sure you're wearing those gloves, make sure you have that mask on. I'll link my mask in the description. I know I have it on my Amazon store front, but you want to make sure that you are protecting yourself. And yeah, the image on this 13 by 19 film, or 13 by 19 film, the image is 12.5 by 17.5. If I did it again, I probably would do 12 by 17.5, so I have a little bit more room to touch it at the top and on the sides. But you could very easily just, maneuver down at the bottom instead. So that's it, guys. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. And if you guys are currently in my Facebook group, I want to thank you guys so much for following me via Facebook. If you would like to join my Facebook group, it is on my link tree, Candoris' Cricut and Creative Crafters. All you have to do is click on the link, agree to the Facebook group rules, and we'll get you in. And then if you're currently subscribed to my YouTube channel, I want to thank you guys so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel. And if you're not subscribed and you like my method of teaching, I have over 570, almost 575 videos on all types of crafting tutorials. So I teach you from the beginning to the end. I'm not going to bring you in, when I'm just applying the DTF transfer. I'm going to teach you each step of what I did to get to the finished product. Okay, so that's one of the things I do on my channel. And, sometimes people will start in the middle and you're wondering how do they get there. So anywho, that's it. That is all. So please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. 16 by 20 canvas, and the image is 12.5 by 17.5. All right, DTF transfer. And no, I don't use anything to coat the canvas. I put the transfer directly onto the canvas. All right, guys, that's it. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. You guys know my motto is each one reach one, so that each one can teach one. And you guys have an amazing day. Bye.